And our first guest now today, Dr. James Hodge, who is the director of CORE at Penn State Behrend. Welcome, Dr. Hodge. We appreciate you stopping in today.
Yeah. Tell us a little bit about CORE, kind of break it down for perhaps any of our viewers who have never heard of the program.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's the Susan Hurt Hagen Center for Community Outreach, Research, and Evaluation. And so we have two main branches of the center, right? So the first is our community outreach arm, where we develop and deliver trainings on topics like evidence-based mentoring, building meaningful connections with youth, trauma-informed awareness, and those trainings can be for educators, for youth, community members, right? We also develop and deliver mentoring programs primarily for middle school and high school youth, and that sort of looks a lot of different ways. It's tailored to the school, but it's an evidence-based curriculum that we follow. Our research and evaluation arm, academically, we study risk and protective factors for youth. So those protective factors are things that our young people need to grow up and thrive, and risk factors are those things that stand in the way of that happening.
And where does the information that you gather, where does it go?
So academically, it would go in sort of academic, journals, publishing work, advancing science, and just for sort of advancing science and academic pursuit. The evaluation work, if an organization or a school has a program or a curriculum and they want to know whether it works, maybe they want to pursue grant funding or they want to get a stamp to be like an evidence-based program, they would come on to contract with us. We would collect, analyze the data, and share that with the organization, with their board, and make sort of data-driven recommendations for how to improve. So we're very much a youth and community-centric center. The expression of that work just sort of looks different depending on our audience and sort of the purpose of the work.
And how does this benefit the students that are out there at Penn State Behrend?
Yeah, sure. So our students play a large part in what we do. They help us with our research, and so Penn State Behrend being big in the open lab concept, and our students can kind of go along with us into the schools collecting data. They sit in on project meetings when we're working with clients, and so they're a big part of that research process, and they're the ones that actually go into the schools and serve as the mentors for the middle school students. So there's different ways to...
Does this fall under the psychology department or something?
Good question. Yeah, we're affiliated with the School of Humanities and Social Sciences. I'm a psychologist by training, so there's psychologists at our center, sociologists, folks from backgrounds in education, and so it's kind of a melting pot of academic interests, if you will, which I think allows us to approach projects in kind of myriad ways.
Yeah, such real work these students are doing, real hands-on practice.
Yeah.
I believe we were seeing some video there of your brand new home.
Yes.
So talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, CORE's been around since 1998.
Wow.
This April, we moved into our new home. The project started around the Federal House, which is the oldest standing brick structure in Harbor Creek Township. And so there was a sort of a big, renovation, preservation of that building and an expansion that allows us to kind of properly house our team, to grow over time, but a space to bring in students, to bring in community members, and for us to really be able to work with them in our home, our building that wasn't really possible before. And so the space just gives us a lot of new potential to work with the community and clients.
How can the community stay up to date on what you guys are doing at CORE?
Yeah, so certainly, go on the Penn State Behrend website. We show up on the Behrend website, and looking to be more active in our Facebook channel and sort of communicating the work that we're doing in schools and with community organizations that are serious about kind of pursuing data to make better decisions for looking at their metrics, and so invite any of that participation.
All right. Thanks so much for being here.
Yeah, thank you.